Good evening, folks, and welcome back to yet another edition of Weazel News Weekly Update. I'm your anchor, Ken Kennedy, joined by my co-anchor, Sheryl Jones. It's election time in Los Santos once again. Currently, the 4 individuals running for city council seats are running unopposed. Mayoral elections have begun as well between Magnus Mann and Chase Reeves. Now we go to some footage of the people's opinions on the election.
My viewpoint is if you want to complain about things, then you should get your butt out there and run for election so we can try and make the city a better place. We're not really a representative republic if you don't have people that are going to represent your voice. So, if any Tom, Dick, and Harry can go run for city council and you're going to vote for them just because they're on the ballot, then, how do you know if they're representing your voice?
What are your thoughts on none of the current council members deciding to rerun, although previously promising massive change in their previous campaigns?
Well, you got to put your money where your mouth is. I understand things happen. I understand, there's been a shakeup around here and things have changed drastically. It's well within their right to do that, though. I mean, if they were running thinking they could make a change and then something happened to, kind of shake their faith in that process, then, that they are in their rights to do so. But I don't think they could come back and try to do it again. I don't think that anybody's going to have much faith in them.
And final question, what do you think of Chase Reeves' position as mayor while already holding a powerful position as head of the Business and Revenue Division?
Yeah, I think that's a conflict of interest, and that's you're running a slippery slope when you're putting the government in the hands of the corporation. Where do your interests in your corporate policies and money making? Where does the line end there and begin in civil service?
Well, I would say as a newcomer in town, one thing that I noticed that there's politics going on, but I have no clue what is happening. I haven't seen a single person running for mentioned positions, and one thing that I wish they would do better is promote their stuff like better in more ways than they do right now, because the only thing I saw regarding politics is those posters at the pin board in the PO boxes. So if they could run like events, something like campaigns that they talk about stuff with people, what they're gonna improve and stuff like that, that would be, in my opinion, way better than what is going on now. So right now, I don't think I'm gonna vote for anything because I have no clue what is going on and what's gonna be changed if I do vote.
Do you think politicians need to hold more accountability for a lack of communication with their people?
I would think so, because if they are promising stuff that they're going to change, I need to hear it. I don't believe what's written. I want to see their passion in their eyes when they talk about it. I want to see if they mean it, because everybody can take a pen and write stuff down on the paper and just forget about it. So the emotional stuff that they provide with their speech is really important in my eyes.
Voting was nearly disrupted last evening due to a protest at the city council meeting over locker wages. We bring you footage of the protest from last night's meeting now.
Hello, I'm here representing Lowe's, the lumberjacks of Los Santos. They've asked me to come and represent them. We have various people working up at the lumber yards. The job we do is very dangerous, requires time, skill and passion, which I've been training people up on. And workers are often feeling that we're not properly compensated for our work. We operate heavy machinery, chainsaws, other heavy equipment, where the slightest mistake can lead to a loss of limb or life. On top of this, we have to navigate tight areas with large loads, as well as having to deal with the locals who are impatient and have no regard for their or other citizens' safety, often crashing into our trailers. What's more, our designated drop-off areas at the docks are in close proximity. At the moment, a lumberjack makes, for taking a load of planks down to the building site, less than $180.
What's the most they
for
make?
what is tantamount to like an hour work. The most they make at the moment, which needs to be looked at, it needs to be reduced. The most they make is for delivering chips, which they're allowed to do one time a day, and they make 900 for that. But that's private businesses that they deliver to.
Put her in
But
cuffs.
we're only allowed to do that once a
Chloe's
day.
going under arrest. You just fucking beat the shit out of all our cars.
Chloe.
Put her in
for an
cuffs.
example of
You know what? Changed.
an example of what we have to do
Oh, that's exciting.
So with the
to
pay,
earn that money.
yeah,
We
so
have
with
to.
the pay,
Can I finish? Yeah. Can I finish and like explain and I'll get round to that. Yeah. Right. We have to chop 20 trees, then we have to cut them up into 3 manageable logs, and then we have to load them onto a trailer. We drive those to a processing centre. We then have to unload the trailer, process everything into planks. Then we have to use a forklift to load
Mr. Rancer,
9 pallets
I was
of
just
planks.
going to tell you
Yes.
right now, write a letter so you can have it formally, and you can send it straight to the governor. Just straight, all caps, governor.
Okay, and will it get
And
looked
just-
at? I have
I
connected
can't-
directly to the government before, and nothing has been.
And
I've no
just send it to the
reply,
governor
so that's
because
why
we
I'm here.
can't do anything. Mayor and city council can't do anything about the pays for any of the jobs. That's not our responsibility. That's not our job. That's not anything. So if
It
you have a
isn't.
complaint
So what
about
do
it,
you
bring it
actually
straight to the
fucking do
governor.
here
Don't
then?
bring it to us.
Mr.
So
Banter,
what do you do here then? I mean,
fine.
there's no
Okay,
need to be.
yeah, well, I'm
There's
telling
no
you
need.
what to do, and
Actually,
you're, like,
you're being
arguing with me.
you're being very
Mr.
very
Banter,
curt and incredibly
Mr.
fat and
Banter.
rude in your
Mr.
tone of
Banter,
voice. I have to
listen,
say.
right?
him speak. Oh my god, do you see
Mr.
that?
Banter,
They
in the
totally
past,
just maced
the
her.
Taxi Co. company
fucking
have also
hilarious.
had same issues, very same problems you are facing, and they've put in a request to the governor, and they have been helped in the past.
You
So if
have
you
to
do-
file a letter.
I already have contacted the governor and I've had absolutely no response. That's why
How
I'm
did
here.
you file?
How
Did
long
you
ago?
file an appeal, or where did you file?
I filed it directly through the government channels. Directly.
Don't do it
to
through the government channel. Send him a post box letter and telling him what's going on, a formal letter, because then that's all tracked. And then if he doesn't respond to you, then we can try to see what we can do after that fact. Try to
Right,
send a letter
okay.
that way.
So basically, just fob it off, do nothing. I'll do that, and then I'll come back next week and have to speak to you again.
Okay,
thanks.
and I'm going to just tell you right now, there is nothing we can do as a mayor to be able to change wages or anything like that, guys. It's not my responsibility.
Job then? I mean, what do you do?
My freaking job is to listen to you guys, and I'm going to be honest. I've been dealing with
You
it for 4
didn't listen.
months.
You didn't listen. You just cut across
I did listen.
everything
I
had
told
to
you
say.
what
You
steps to
didn't.
do.
Yes, but you didn't listen to everything I had to say. You know.
All
You didn't- you
right.
cut
Because
me
you're
off.
going on a full detail of how to do your
Exactly,
job, and I'm
because
telling
it's
you
important
right
that you
now.
know. But it's important that you know,
You-
or do you not just not care? That's the thing. You're elected people. Don't you care what the citizens are going through, what they're suffering? You just cut me off. You didn't want to hear the
Because I'm telling you
toils
right
that
now,
our
we-
workers have.
okay.
You
You know what,
but
Mr.
You just
Ranter?
don't care.
No, I don't care at this point.
Exactly,
I'm not going to help
exactly,
you.
Okay.
exactly.
I
You
will
see,
just say
there
I'm
we
not
go.
helping
Oh
you.
my
Exactly.
goodness.
Mr.
And that just
Banter,
proves my point exactly that you're an elected
Mr.
official.
Billy Banter,
Not
we
how much do you get paid an
listen,
hour for
we-
not caring about anything?
Mr. Banter,
And then you wonder
listen,
why
all right?
people have no respect
Actually,
for
do you
you
want to
when
know
you
how
come
much
out
the
with
mayor
that.
makes? You guys make twice as much than the mayor makes.
I don't think we do.
Our
That's
top
why
makes
we're
more
here.
than a
We
mayor
don't
makes.
make enough
Like
money.
everybody
That's
makes
why
more
we're
than a
here.
mayor. So there you go.
Okay. Look, Mr. Banter, use the necessary channels, all right, to contact the governor, and I
Yeah, okay.
can
I'll do.
assure you, you will get a response.
What happens when man's best friend becomes dinner? Dude Eat Dog, the reality cooking show that will have you looking at Fido in whole new, delicious ways. It's Bow Wow Chow, Dude Eat Dog on CNT.
Do you want some ass? You get some ass. You get some ass. Even you get some ass. Everyone gets some ass. Units starting from $450 a week, up to £200 of storage. Located in East Los Santos. Contact PL635. Come and get some ass. Located in East Los Santos off Orchardville Avenue. No ass is sold at Axel Storage Solutions, subject to availability while units last. Ass does not condone selling a body parts.
Welcome back to Weazel News. Tonight we thankfully have a bit of a lighter story. A new hospital has opened for the residents of Sandy Shores. Here's an interview with Dr. Nathan Drake, director at the new location, that Weazel was able to get earlier this week. Sheryl Jones with Weazel News. I'm here with Dr. Nathan Drake. Many of you are probably familiar with him as being the director of Pillbox. Is that correct, Drake?
People's doctor, yeah.
The
Sultan of Sandy.
People's Doctor. Okay.
Prince of Pillbox. There are many things that I go by, Nana.
But
Sheryl.
today, he has a new title, and that is Director of Sandy Shores. Drake, why don't you tell us a little bit about what we can expect from Sandy Shores?
Well, look, here, Sandy Shores is a more personal touch, imagine, all right? We are private practice physicians that travel amongst the city. We have clinics all out there in the city, and we give access to things like home care, all right? If you get injured and you need somebody to come to your house, come to your location so that you don't have to go through the inconvenience of going to the hospital, waiting in lines to see a doctor. You can deal with the same doctor no matter what your injuries are. Your doctor knows exactly what you've been through and knows how to take care of you as a person. All right. It's more of a relationship in medicine is what we're trying to build.
That is excellent news for the city of Los Santos. Drake, is there anything else we need to know? Are we fully open at Sandy Shores? Are we in a soft opening? Tell us what we should expect.
Well, we have some technicians trying to build the radio communication. So it is a soft opening at this point in time. We do have doctors standing by for, trauma situations.
Wonderful.
But our focus is on the personal needs. All right. I want to know the people that I'm taking care of. They don't call me the people's doctor for no reason. Now, to build upon that, Sheryl, I just want to put it out there so that people know that we're out there. All right. Private practice physicians are out there. I'm trying to put together, plans for businesses so that we can take care of all the employee needs to have a personal benefit for somebody being hired on, say Weazel News or Dynasty 8 or something like that.
Excellent. Well, Dr. Drake, I know you're a busy man, and we at Weazel News thank you not only for your time, but your compassion.
I appreciate you coming in and having a conversation. We love Weazel News, and I read the paper every week.
Excellent. Thank you so much. This is Sheryl Jones with Weazel News.
Thank you, Sheryl. Now we bring you our first special edition of Hood News, presented by Alicia Jones, in which she captured footage of an altercation between the police and the ballers.
I'll see you out there, Zane.
Yeah, I'll fucking
I'll
see you out there, Chloe. I'll see you fucking
Ask
out
William
there,
White
Chloe.
about it.
This specific officer is somebody who just doesn't care at all about himself, his own life, and the life of others.
Ask fucking.
I won't talk to William
Kavanaugh.
White.
Ask Kavanaugh.
And I think he should have been fired from the force a long time ago.
And this cop was holding a gun, stating he stated he was doing crowd control, but he was making threats as well. Did you hear any of those threats? When he said he can just gun everybody down right now.
First it was Taco.
He said he could gun down the whole crowd if he wanted to. He literally said that.
We from the fucking got it, and we got rules. It was like pulling out a shotgun in the middle of a gang, several members of a gang that was just a big shootout with, which he kind of partially, is responsible for. So
I know there's history here. Let's try and leave this at that.
No, you tell me. You said.
And if his feelings got hurt, I don't give a fuck. If my feelings get hurt, I don't go into pull out an AK and stand in front of the PD and say my feelings got hurt.
So let's maybe try and just listen. This will be brought up to the department. Okay, let's try not to escalate any further.
Just say
I know
Diego.
They need them to understand that shit ain't sweet out here.
The full broadcast can be heard on our upcoming radio show, Hood News. Listen for it on Weazel FM, brought to you by Alicia Jones.
Now we head to Anita Schmoke with the weather in your neck of the woods.
Thanks, Sheryl. Looking into the week, we're expecting nothing but most excellent weather. Toledo will see some thick fog in the early mornings as a warm front works its way up north. Make sure your hair is sprayed, because we're going to have temperatures in the upper 90s with 100% humidity. There's a bodacious storm working its way towards the coast with tsunami-like waves possible. And if you find yourself near the beach and the clouds aren't looking too cool, get yourself elevated and remember to keep it tight. I'm Anita Schmoke. Now back to the anchors.
From all of us here at Weazel News, we'd like to thank you for tuning in.
I'm Sheryl Jones reminding you to be good, Shig.
And as always, I'm Ken Kennedy, signing off.